Sigmas. Imagine awakening to a world where autonomy, critical thinking, and self-direction are no longer esteemed. Instead, an invisible entity, artificial intelligence, governs every action, decision, and thought. Sigmas, have you contemplated the consequences when machines assume control over your thinking? When the very qualities that define you, self-reliance, intellect, and enigma, are overshadowed by algorithms. Envision a man who has meticulously built his life on independence, evading societal constraints, suddenly thrust into a reality where AI permeates every facet. The job market is saturated with impassive machines, social interactions are orchestrated by algorithms, and independent thinkers are deemed obsolete. Sounds like a dystopian narrative, doesn't it? Yet this is not mere fiction. It's the unfolding reality before us. Sigma males have consistently excelled by staying ahead, mastering adaptability, and flourishing in solitude. Now they confront an unprecedented challenge, the ascendancy of artificial intelligence. The pressing question is, will Sigmas endure, or will AI render them redundant? As Carl Jung once remarked, a man who has not passed through the inferno of his passions has never overcome them. Sigmas, we now face our inferno. Will we succumb or will we rise? 1. Why Sigma males are wired to fear AI. Let's clarify. Sigmas don't fear change, they thrive on it. However, AI represents more than a technological progression. It signifies a fundamental reorganization of societal operations. The world is gravitating towards automation, surveillance, and data-centric decisions, elements that challenge the core of Sigma identity: independence, self-sufficiency, and freedom from external controls. AI thrives on predictability. It scrutinizes behavior, identifies patterns, and enhances efficiency. Yet, Sigmas are inherently unpredictable. Unlike the majority who adhere to trends, seek validation, and develop discernible habits, a Sigma remains an enigma. He adapts spontaneously, moves without explanation, and relies on intuition over programmed logic. This unpredictability positions AI less as a direct threat to the Sigma male and more as a disruptor to a society that fails to comprehend him. Psychologically, AI flourishes in environments where individuals are routine-driven and easily categorized. Social media algorithms, facial recognition, and behavioral tracking all depend on learning from repetitive actions. Sigmas disrupt this system by refusing to conform. They don't engage in predictable online behavior, operate discreetly, and depend on their intelligence rather than external validation. This renders them among the few remaining wild cards in an increasingly AI-controlled society. Economically, AI is supplanting jobs and automating decision-making processes. Traditional workers, who follow instructions and rely on external structures, are vulnerable. However, Sigmas have always been self-reliant. They pursue knowledge, develop unique skill sets, and function outside conventional corporate hierarchies. Whether mastering a trade, creating passive income streams, or embracing unconventional lifestyles, Sigmas stay ahead. They don't wait for opportunities, they create them. The real peril of AI isn't its intelligence, it's its capacity to mold societal expectations. As AI deepens its understanding of human psychology, it influences everything, from hiring practices to dating algorithms. In this era of hyperconnectivity, where everything is tracked and analyzed, Sigmas remain elusive, untraceable entities within the system. 2. The silent war between AI and individualism. Society thrives on control. From early life, we're conditioned to follow a script: attend school, secure a job, obey rules, and conform. This structure maintains order. But for those who perceive beyond it, it feels like confinement. Sigmas are the outliers, the ones who refuse to be shaped by societal expectations. We don't just question the script, we dismantle it and author our own. Now, the most potent tool of control isn't a government or a leader, it's artificial intelligence. AI determines what you watch, who you interact with, and even what you believe. Algorithms analyze your behavior, predict your desires, and present content that shapes your reality. Every book recommendation, news article, and job opportunity is filtered through a system designed to reinforce a specific narrative. The outcome? A society where individuals don't think independently, they think as they're programmed to think. For most, this isn't an issue. They comply, unaware of the manipulation. But Sigmas? We perceive the manipulation. We recognize that convenience often sacrifices autonomy. The question is, how do you combat a system so deeply embedded in daily life? The first step is awareness. Sigmas don't just consume information, we analyze it. We question the source, intent, and patterns. Instead of blindly accepting presented information, we seek alternative perspectives. We understand that if an idea is being aggressively promoted, there's often an underlying motive. The second step is strategic disengagement. Unlike others who willingly surrender their data, Sigmas minimize their digital footprint. We comprehend that every click, search, and interaction feeds the system. That's why we operate differently, prioritizing privacy, utilizing decentralized platforms, and limiting unnecessary exposure. The third step is self-reliance. AI thrives on dependency. The more individuals rely on it for recommendations, decisions, and even relationships, the less they trust their own instincts. Sigmas counter this by developing real-world skills, building networks outside the digital sphere, and making decisions based on logic rather than algorithmic influence. Finally, we embrace controlled unpredictability. AI is designed to predict behavior. But a Sigma male doesn't follow trends, we set them. We don't react emotionally, we respond intentionally. By resisting easy categorization, we make it harder for the system to control us. As the world shifts towards valuing conformity, Sigmas remain untamed, unplugged, and unshaken. Free to the job market, a silent takeover. AI isn't just targeting blue-collar jobs, it's infiltrating every sector. Industries once considered untouchable, law, medicine, software development, are now within AI's reach. Automation is replacing skill. Algorithms are making decisions once entrusted to human intuition. Even creative fields are being penetrated by machine-generated art, music, and writing. The workforce is being redefined, and those who fail to adapt will be left behind. For decades, Sigmas have thrived by mastering their crafts, skilled, independent, and highly competent. But what happens when even the most specialized expertise can be replicated by a machine in moments? When AI can diagnose diseases more accurately than doctors, draft legal arguments with greater precision than lawyers, or write code faster than the most experienced programmers, the harsh reality is that raw skill alone no longer differentiates between survival and obsolescence. It boils down to one thing: ingenuity. AI can process data, but it doesn't think like a Sigma. It lacks true creativity, emotional depth, and the ability to connect seemingly unrelated ideas in groundbreaking ways. This is where the real challenge lies. While most panic, Sigmas evolve. In a world inundated with automation, those who thrive will be those who can do what AI cannot. So how do you stay ahead? First, by embracing multidimensional thinking, not just specializing in one skill, but integrating multiple disciplines. The future belongs to those who can blend technology, psychology, and strategy into something AI can't predict. Second, by cultivating emotional intelligence and leadership. While machines analyze patterns, humans crave genuine connection. 4. The danger of AI-induced social engineering. AI is not just reshaping industries, it's redefining human behavior. Through sophisticated algorithms, AI curates content, influences opinions, and subtly manipulates decision-making. The masses remain unaware, believing they are making free choices when, in reality, they are being guided toward predetermined conclusions. Sigmas, however, are immune to this. Why? Because we are skeptical by nature. We question narratives. We analyze patterns. While others are swayed by AI-generated trends and manipulated emotions, Sigmas maintain autonomy over their thoughts. The real danger here is not just AI influencing what you see, it's AI rewriting reality itself. News is selectively displayed, historical facts are altered, and social norms are engineered through constant reinforcement. The goal? To eliminate independent thought and mold society into a uniform, easily controlled entity. Sigmas combat this by deliberately seeking diverse viewpoints, engaging in deep research, and refusing to accept mainstream narratives without scrutiny. We see beyond the illusions. While others are programmed, we remain free. 5. AI and the erosion of true human connection. The rise of AI has revolutionized communication, but at what cost? While technology connects people digitally, it disconnects them emotionally. Relationships are now governed by algorithms. Dating apps match people based on data points, friendships are formed through social media engagement, and even business interactions are filtered through automated systems. For Sigma male, this is a major disruption. We value deep, meaningful connections, not superficial digital exchanges. AI encourages surface-level interactions, discourages independent thought, and replaces genuine human intuition with programmed responses. The result? A generation unable to think or feel beyond their screens. Sigmas counter this by prioritizing real-world connections. We engage in face-to-face interactions, build our networks through trust rather than metrics, and rely on intuition rather than AI-generated compatibility scores. While others grow dependent on artificial companionship, Sigmas strengthen their human instincts. 6. AI surveillance and the fight for anonymity. One of AI's most alarming aspects is its role in mass surveillance. From facial recognition to data tracking, AI collects and analyzes personal information at an unprecedented scale. Every online action, every search, purchase, conversation is recorded, analyzed, and stored. Privacy is no longer a right. It's a commodity that few understand how to protect. For Sigmas, anonymity is power. Unlike the majority, who willingly expose their lives for digital validation, we value discretion. We operate in the shadows, not out of fear, but out of strategy. In an age where AI seeks to profile, predict, and control, remaining unpredictable is the ultimate act of defiance. Sigmas protect themselves by limiting their digital footprint, using encryption, and embracing decentralized systems. While others unknowingly surrender their freedom, Sigmas safeguard theirs with intelligence and awareness. The future belongs to those who adapt, not to AI, but to the reality of its influence. And in a world increasingly controlled by algorithms, the Sigma male remains the last true enigma. Finally, Sigmas must remember one core principle: the world rewards those who think it follows patterns. Sigmas break them,